East people.
Okay.
And we did that. So we worked with Brew. So I was assigned to a spike team, and the spike team name was Stag.
Okay.
And everybody on the team, all the Americans on the team, had a designated number, a 10,
Mm-hmm.
a 11, and a 12.
Mm-hmm.
10 was a team leader, the 11 was the assistant team leader, and the 12 was usually the radio operator.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then we had anywhere from 8 to 10 indigenous Brew
Okay.
would be part of the team.
Okay.
So now we're spending time. We have interpreters too. There's fortunately, I guess, you know, the interpreters are the Vietnamese, the Brew.
Right.
You know.
Right.
We had, like I said, just basic communication skills in Vietnamese, and of course with the different dialects. You know,
Right.
your country, part of the country, and it's different anyway, so it didn't mean a whole lot. So anyway, we're finally assigned a team, you know, and it's RT Stag, yes, Spike Team Stag, and my 10's name was Charles Berg, and my 11 was Paul Douglas. And we spent the next month or two just, you know, local patrols working with, you know, our indigenous, you know, trying to train them in different things about patrolling and what it is that's going to be important when we're on patrol. In missions. You know?
Okay.
So, you know, and I probably didn't say when, but I did say 2 months after I only spent 2 months in Khartoum, and then I ended up in there. So it was like early December is when I ended up in Khe Sanh.
Okay.
And Khe Sanh is altogether different type climate, you know, from Saigon. Saigon was rice paddies and hot and steamy. Now up in Khe Sanh, you're up in the mountains. So in December it's cold.
Okay.
It's different. It gets warm during the day, but also gets very cold at night.
Right.
Right. So it altogether different. You know?
Okay.
I didn't have to deal with the humidity and stuff like that. But
Did you come on attack? Khe Sanh came on an attack several times.
Yeah, just January 21st.
Right. Okay. Were you there when that?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Okay.
It was. We had been probed on and off for the first couple or 3 weeks prior to that. I think from about the first of the year, they had already known the the military intelligence was you know, knew things were going down. Okay. And a lot of our local patrols were overnighters, and you know and reconnaissance, you're not out there looking for contact. Reconnaissance, you're out there gathering intelligence. You don't want to make contact. You know, you're a small group. You know, so the object behind reconnaissance is to go undetected. You know? So from that point on, after January 21st, it was there was very little camp movement and communications other than with the people that you're in your immediate area.
Right.
We within 2 days, all the above ground structures were just blown away. Okay, they were gone, and we had dug trenches throughout the camp to go to different areas, whether it be a latrine or to the command bunker, but the whole outside perimeter. Of course, there was a perimeter or a trench to begin with, okay, because they were fighting positions anywhere you go over there. If you establish a camp, there's you know, concertina wire and claymore mines and gun positions and whatnot. Okay, and you know, during the night, if anything was happening, you'd run from your tent, you'd go to your gun position, and that's where you would be. But after the siege started on January 21st, we started digging little bunkers and stuff out by the trench line. You know? And we'd dig it. Somehow we'd scrounge up lumber and stuff and make a bunk inside, and we're 2 guys who would be able to stay, and then we'd put sandbags over the top, and that's where we lived for you know, 77 days or so, you know, while the siege was going on. We were there
Right, right. Now, did you lose any friends or any company members?
Yeah, well, you know, it's Charles, my 1-0, okay, on I think it was February 7th. I don't know if you recall Special Forces A camp called Long Bay. Did you hear about that one? Long Bay was about 8 or 9 kilometers from us, and it was right on the Laotian border, the river, and it was the first time that they had used tanks in Vietnam. The NVA brought tanks across the Laotian River and attacked Long Bay and used tanks. Well, the next day, you know, I mean, they fought a vicious battle for a couple of days. The people, and Long Bay was a Special Forces camp. And they fought a vicious battle for a couple of days, you know. And when there was finally relief, okay, we had to send in some of our own people with some helicopters to help in the battle. But by that time it was all over. But anyway, we were bringing wounded back from Long Bay. When I say we, the compound was, you know. And Charles, during the siege, let me go back a little bit about the siege. There at one time, and the books that I've read on this case on, and this is something that you learn 30 years later. Okay, I didn't know this at the time. Okay, I knew at the time that it was a lot of bombarding. I mean, we got heavy guns, you know, artillery. We had rocket-propelled grenades. We had mortars. They shot anything and everything at us, you know. And it was like a routine in the movies, you know. You ever go in the movies and you hear the guns go off, and then you hear the whistles because the round is flying over?
Right,
you know? That became a routine.
Okay.
When you hear the gun go off, everybody would yell incoming, and then we would start counting because you knew the gun was so far away. And you started counting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. If you heard the whistle, that's a good thing because it's going over your head.
Right.
Okay. If you're counting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, you ain't hearing that whistle, you know it's going to be close. I mean, you're already down. I mean, when they tell us incoming, everybody goes down. Everybody goes down. Okay. Mortars you can hear because they're close. You know, they hit the tube and they go doop. Incoming. Always incoming. You're always hearing incoming. Story has it, okay, that the Quezon combat base was the most heavily bombarded military installation in any world war. I don't know if it's true, but there were times we took 2,500 rounds in a day.
Sure.
Okay, just continuous. Very scary.
Right.
It was.
Right.
Anybody that says they weren't scared is not telling you the truth.
Sure.
You know,
right.
it's just constant. Okay.
Right.
And back to the whether or not we lost anybody. Okay. Charles Burke was my 1-0. Okay, he was the team leader.
Right.
The team leaders all stayed in the command bunker because they were more privy to all the intelligence that was going on. Not that they didn't come out and tell us about what was going on, but for some reason they kept them there, and it was a much better secured area. Okay, I mean, this bunker was just huge, big, very thick walls, and layers and layers and layers of sandbags on the top. You know, I don't even know if a 500-pound pound, but you know, the North Vietnamese didn't have anything that big. You know, their biggest gun was a 125, I think it was. Okay. Anyway, when the Long Bay, we were bringing Long Bay casualties back. They were bringing them to our medical bunker, and the choppers were coming in. But to get into the concrete and to get into the command bunker, you went down about 10 or 15 steps. So if you're down at the bottom, you don't hear the guns. Okay. And a gun went off, and Charles was coming to the top, and the gun, you know, the round landed